That it's not just about the tournament. There are a lot of activities around the tournament, using the tournament as a platform, but activities in which our women and our girls can take part.
Focusing on the tournament, it's a first ever. What's the overall aim?
I think the overall aim is to be able to use it as a launching pad. This is year one. There is no Gibraltarian participation this year, but there will be going forward, as we've said in our press conference. But it's precisely that. It's a launching pad to be able to give women's football added prominence here in Gibraltar. We accept, and we've accepted at various occasions, that the women's game needs a boost. It needs the support of the GFA. It hasn't perhaps always been there in the past, but there is a firm commitment there that there will be that support going forward. And already Desi Curry, our technical director, is working very hard behind the scenes, liaising with the clubs, collaborating with the clubs, meeting with the clubs very regularly, to be able to launch a new initiative for Gibraltar football, for women's football in Gibraltar, a new structure for the league, a new way of looking at the game in Gibraltar, and we'll be able to announce some very exciting initiatives in the coming weeks.
People interested in the local game will be wondering, why is there no local involvement?
Well, at this stage, because it is the first year that this tournament is being put together, there were a lot of a lot of questions, a lot of areas which needed to be fleshed out by us as one of the organisers, together with our Spanish counterparts. So we didn't want to place our teams and our girls in a position where organisationally we weren't ready for their participation. So we'll see how year one goes. We're confident it'll be a success, and then we'll be ready to organise year two. Next summer we'll be hosting this tournament again. There will be Gibraltarian participation there, and we can rest assured that it'll be pitched at the right level for them to make sure that they can enjoy the tournament and also derive from it learning experiences which perhaps in this first year we wouldn't have been ready to deliver.
The game of football moving at 100 miles an hour here locally, perhaps not so much in the women's game, perhaps some might say there's a bit of a lull, experiencing a bit of a lull at the moment. Do you think something like this, despite the lack of local involvement, could perhaps be a trigger for a new wave of interest?
That's certainly the way that we're looking at it. You're quite right to say that football is developing at a very fast pace. It's wrong that women's football isn't developing at an equal pace, but we're working hard to ensure that we remedy that, and very quickly. And this tournament is part of that project, it's part of that programme. It serves as a launching pad, in our opinion, to give women's football the right profile in Gibraltar, which perhaps it hasn't enjoyed in the past. But we're looking at the tournament in conjunction with the new initiatives that we'll be launching in the next couple of weeks domestically. We're looking at it as a package, which we think will be very attractive for girls and women in Gibraltar, attract more girls into the game. We've got Laura now on board as part of our team as well, to maximise opportunities for those girls that perhaps aren't playing football in Gibraltar at this moment in time to come into the game. So I would say that to give us a bit of time, a bit of patience with us, but that the women's game is going to develop very substantially and very significantly in the coming weeks and months.